There is a dark side to staying single for too long. And I know that's kind of subjective to a person and their overall intention or reason for staying single. And I know for a lot of men, they're under the impression that all women are the same. So, what's the point of getting myself in another relationship with women of today's society? And let me tell you one thing, men. Relationships are the very foundation for a man to actually rise into the best version of himself. And that sometimes comes from having poor quality relationships that teaches you something about yourself. Relationships are a great way to evolve as human beings, and I think we discount the importance of connection, especially in this modern day world. It's something that we're biologically wired to crave and actually need, but we're pretending that's not the case. And I think a lot of men feel like they're strong for staying single. You avoiding relationships doesn't make you strong. It's actually going to be something that could create an avoidance for intimacy and vulnerability. And I think for the majority of men today, there's a reason for why they're not in a relationship. But most importantly, people's reason has nothing to do with looking themselves in the mirror and seeing what are my faults. And listen, the type of women you have or have not attracted is ultimately due to the beliefs you're carrying that attract certain people to you for you just to see what you're participating in through the stream of thought. And that's the importance of really understanding the reason you're single today. Because perhaps you actually don't want to be single, but you're following this narrative that other men are projecting onto this culture that women are the problem, women are toxic. And I'm not here to discount that because there's toxic individuals, both men and women. And if you've attracted these types of people in your life, it's actually there to teach you something, a lesson. And if you're in ignorance to that lesson, you're going to have to repeat it. Yes, she may look different, but what's the theme within the relationships you've either had or have not had today? Something I've learned through committed relationships in my own life is that's actually where you get to become your best self. And even through the heartbreak, even, I feel like that's the invitation for your growth, for your evolution, to rise into the best version of yourself. And I think we discount that because playing a victim is a lot easier than rising into that victor of your reality. A lot of people are isolated by choice, or maybe not by choice. They're lonely. Men staying single for too long is it puts you in a very vulnerable place within yourself. You have this barrier that protects you from connection. You're going to wallow within the desire you're not allowing yourself to obtain. But you see the representation of women you have attracted, take the women out of it. What does that say about yourself? Whether what you've allowed in the past that you no longer want to bring into your future, maybe certain things you once prioritized within a person that don't actually give you the results you need. If you really want to step into your fullest masculine expression, you can't do that without the opposite polarity assisting you through that, and vice versa for women. We have polarity upon this earth, light and dark, man and woman, and the list can go on. But here's the thing. When a man is committed to one person, he's discerned a woman out of the key qualities he values and respects. It really is just a reflection of the very own self-trust he has put into his decision making. And a man who lacks authority, a man who lacks clarity, a man who lacks purpose, that's a man who is at fault by the choices he has made thus far. And that's the thing. If you're prioritizing being single and you're not doing anything in that season of being single, you're ultimately just going to repeat patterns that you don't want. Do things that are preparing you to be the man that women can respect in a relationship. Learn emotional regulation. Learn about female nature. Learn about values, morals, and the future you want to create with a woman. Do you want a family? Do you want to build a legacy? What traits do you want in a woman? We can't just focus on how a woman looks. We have to focus in on what she will provide to a man. Yes, men are providers, but women also provide something. And that's either bettering a man's life or destructing a man's life. And that's the importance of influence in a relationship. Your choice of partner is a representation of yourself. And if you don't like the types of women that are out there, or you don't like your past partners, then you don't actually like yourself. And that's something to look into. And I'm not here to blame you, shame you, or make you feel worse about yourself, but I'm just saying the act of not wanting a girlfriend, never wanting to be in a relationship again, is gonna get old real quick. Whatever season you're in now, do something with it. If you're single, prioritize yourself, prioritize the relationship you have with you. Do things that not only test you, but equip you with tools that are necessary for your future and how you can influence relationships out of the changes and sacrifices you're willing to make within yourself. Because relationships are a beautiful part of being a human being. Doing life with someone is amazing. And I think a lot of people pretend that that's not the case. So, whatever story you're believing in right now of why you're single or why you want to be single, make sure it's one that's empowering. Make sure it's one that is going to make you into a better version. Because if not, you're avoiding your greatness, you're avoiding evolution. And that's what you're here to do as a man. And if you guys are wanting any further assistance when it comes to your dating life, confidence, attraction, honestly, whatever it is, I'm here to help you. I do offer one-on-one coaching services. So my email will be right here as well as linked down below. So please feel free to reach out to me. And without further ado, you guys, give this video a like, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.